original was already leaps and bounds just from the typical pedal that the average player uses. Once I saw the newer Falcon now, straight out the box, straight out the pack, beautiful design. I was like, it looks different, looks more sleek. The footboard is more skinny now, so, you know, I'm one of those guys who I like to spread my snare legs out a little bit further. Doesn't get in the way of the footboard or the foot pedal. And the new cam technology, it's smoother now. You know what I mean? I made a statement when we did the last one, and I always say it's almost easy to forget that the pedal's under your foot. With this one, it's even easier, and it's almost like you got to constantly remind yourself. And I was, saying I even have to do my tension differently now because the pedal is amazingly smooth.
The thing that you can do is just pop this off, and this guy right down here, you can pull the chain off and you can put on a strap, or you can also have a direct drive system. All of which are just awesome and strong and really capable functioning. It really depends on what your style is.
I can move fast and it'll respond, but it also get a bit more close to exactly how I move. If I move a little lighter, if I move a little heavier, do. You know what I'm saying? It gives you just that feel that you can do anything you want to do now.
The new Falcon snare drum stand has a lot of great features that shows how much thought is put into the entire hardware line. It's mounted on a omni-ball mount, so it's an unlimited flexibility of positioning and angle with the snare basket itself.
I tend to kind of adjust my snare sometimes after I have it on. I'm sure most everybody does, and you got to reach under it and you got to fight to try to find, is this the one that lowers it, or is this the one that adjusts the net? Or what does it do? And luckily this has this nice big awesome piece where you can just loosen it or tighten it, and it's easy to read, easy to see, and you can lock it in any position that you want, pop it there.
One of the great things about this stand is the flexibility of the legs themselves. Not only do they rotate 360 to get in and out of the pedals, but it also goes up and down telescoping wise on the bottom of the snare drum stand. So if you have a thin snare drum like a piccolo drum, you can get it up higher. If you have a thick one, you can lower it very low, almost all the way to the ground. And of course the 360 here to move it around and where your pedals are located on the setup.
One of the things that I noticed right away about the new Falcon hi-hat stand is kind of similar to what's going on with the Falcon cymbal stands, and that's that the hi-hat clutch has this quick release on the bottom, so I don't have to fight to get it on and off. I don't have to tighten it in between songs if I'm wrenching on it. It goes on really easy, it locks down, and you don't have to worry about it moving at all in between songs.
It's easy, and that's what kind of kills the game for everything else in the world, every other stand. This is so easy to change cymbals.
There's a couple details that are just really great, like this clip here for folding up the pedal. It holds it stable when you're putting it in your case.
It's really easy to pull the legs off. You just loosen this guy right here, loosen this guy right here, and once you open it up, you swing the legs back and it pops right off.
It's the fact that you can take off the legs changes the game.
Loosen this back portion and this plate pops right off the bottom and clips neatly into this guy right here, which is fantastic because I don't know how many times I've been putting my hi-hat stand in the bag and I got those two wires that come out and pop into the little guys on the edges, and it's getting caught on other things and they're getting bent out of shape, and it's difficult to pop it back into where I want it to be. And this just pops right out and goes exactly where you want it to every time.
When you have stuff like that, you really can't argue with the Falcon pedal having another little addition to the family. And Falcon hi-hat stand, it's the addition that all drummers want.